All right, now that my giraffe is completely yellow, which he looks kind of silly, but that's okay. We'll put the spots on in a little bit. We are going to, I have my dark brown, and I'm going to go and fill in things that I believe are dark brown. So I'm going to trace his horns and color them in. The bottom of his horns are dark brown. So notice how I didn't do the top. Okay. And then we will take our black and make the top furry. I kind of color outside the lines there. Furry top parts of his horns. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Okay, back to my brown. I'm going to trace this mane. And this mane, it's okay because it's furry, right? So I'm kind of going to do like a scribble job here. Part of it's going to be inside the lines. Part of it's going to be kind of outside the lines. But I'm not scribbling like a baby would scribble. It's kind of like scratches, like I told you. Short little scratches. I'm giving him scratches on his back, just like I would do with my dog. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to do another line of scratches. So it's all really colored in. It's not scribble, but it's starting to look a little bit like hair. So I kind of go back and forth. Try not to color over your words because then we won't be able to read it. So coloring in his mane to look like fur. Down here on his tail, I'm going to do a mixture. I'm going to do some lines, some fur in brown, and I'm going to come and do some fur in black. I believe it's a mixture of both colors. For his hoofs, we're going to do that brown. So remember, I like to trace. And then I'm going to lightly color that in brown. Trace his other foot. Lightly colored in brown. All right. Coming back up to his face, I believe he needs some eyeballs. So I'm going to take my black. I would like to color in his nose black and his mouth because he's got that black tongue. And I'm just going to give him 2 eyeballs. And I like to do a little dot so he can be looking forward. I believe that's everything I need to do. So if you are not caught up with that, I'm going to try, remember his feet are brown, his tail is brown and black. I'm going to try to hold it right here. Go ahead and push pause and finish coloring. That is all the coloring that we're doing on our giraffe. From now on, all we will need is our paper and our glue stick. We're going to do some tear art. So what you want to do, and you see how I just tore, you want to tear your patches. Now, he doesn't have any patches that have straight lines and a corner on it like this. So even though I have that, I'm going to have to tear that straight line and that corner off. And I'm going to start placing my patches on my giraffe, making sure that none of the edges are straight. So I'm just going to start tearing. I think the easiest thing is to just start tearing pieces. You can do big pieces, you can do smaller pieces, and you can do a mixture. And the cool thing is, oh my goodness, he's starting to look like a giraffe. Look at him. The cool thing is every giraffe's going to look different, and none of his patches look the same, even on any giraffe. So I'm going to go all the way up. I like to tear it all first, kind of place it all on my giraffe. Make sure none of the patches are hanging off like this. Like last time I checked, a giraffe doesn't have a beard, right? So as I put them up, I think I'm going to do smaller ones when I get up towards his ears and his head. So I definitely don't want to cover up my cool eyeballs. So you're going to have to do teeny tiny. You might have to rip them a couple of times in order to get the patches up by his face. And then as you go further down on his body, you can do bigger pieces. I want to kind of show you down. Whoop, I'm going to have to glue those. Down by his legs, you want to go all the way down his legs too. And like I said, making sure that your patches are not hanging off the sides of his legs. The patches need to be on his legs. I think I almost have enough. You should have plenty of brown. So I have patches all the way down his legs. Now I'm going to very carefully open my glue stick and watch this little trick. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to stick my glue on there and flip it off and stick it down. There's a little bit extra glue on that one. So I touch the side, rub it, and then I stick it down. So your job right now is to get all of your patches stuck onto your, I have all kinds of patches over here, stuck onto your giraffe. Once your giraffe is finished, then you will take a picture of your giraffe and all your notes and stick it on the next slide. Hopefully you had just as much fun making this as I did, my friends. I love my giraffe, and I can't wait to show it to my teacher.